A Christmas night ride, parade, high winds blow up our solar panels, and more about our e-bikes coming up right after this. Welcome back to Riders in the Storm. Oh, and storyboards too.
You ever take it off any sweet jumps?
Good morning, everybody. We had a lot of wind out here last night. Probably one of the worst that I've experienced since we've been out here. So I'm going to go outside and show you around, see what happened.
Okay, had to do a voiceover here because I already had the generator on and the wind was still blowing and it was difficult for me to for you to hear me speaking. But this is between the two rigs. That ladder actually blew off. I probably should have set that down in the first place. I'm going to swing back around here. I'm sorry so quickly, but I wanted to show you that Blackstone and that trash can. That Blackstone was on a little table. This blew everything off. The bubbling up there in the carpet. Just really strong winds. But my biggest concern, as you see as I walk around the fifth wheel here, the Montana and the truck, is these solar panels. And they really whipped around. They're really heavy and they're old. They're older 300 watt panels that I bought from Suntan in Gilbert, Arizona. Really nice place, nice people. But my concern was they would be shattered. There'd be big cracks all over in them. They blew apart. They pulled all these cables loose, but believe it or not, and pulled the pegs right out of the ground. But believe it or not, no cracks, no breaks in the glass. I just had to redo it, and I'll show you that later. Put them on different stands and put them back in the ground with longer spikes. Gotta love it out here. Love the wind. Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like now after I've redone. I had to go out and get these pipes and connect it across like this, and then I put the straps on the ground and pound them in the longer spikes. Those spikes are a lot longer now. And I broke them down. Instead of having 4 on one, they're all on two mounts, 2 stands. And then those rocks there at the end of the solar panels keep them from sliding forward in the wind. That's one of the ways that they come loose as they bounce around in higher winds. So now this is how I have it set up. And then I have that on the roof. So a total of 3,600 going into the rig with what I have here on the roof. There's 4 panels on that far side, the 2 that we just mounted. And you're probably asking yourself, well, what in the world do you need that much solar for? Well, the sun is only good for about 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours total. And we run the refrigerator, we run the fireplace in the mornings when it's, we run the fireplace in the morning when it's cool. And right now, we can run the electric heat pump, which heats up the water. So that's why I have all that solar. I can make all that run. Oh, and Patty can work because she works full time. So, yep, she's waving, and she also wants me to know that she's having a bad hair day. But yeah, she's working. What are you doing? And this is the LTVA Christmas ride. We arrived there about 5:45 in the evening, right before they set up and go all over the LTVA with Christmas.
guys, I wanted to talk a little bit more about this electric bike. I have taken it nearly 20 miles just driving it around, and I have to admit I like it. There are a couple of things I don't like about it, but not many, and I just want to explain those. First of all, you can see the seat. What I have a problem with is I'm tall, I'm 6'3", and this distance between the handlebars and the seat, there's no way to adjust. You know, if you're a stationary bike rider, like you go to a gym class or whatever, they have the bikes, they're not only adjust up and down, but they'll adjust this way. So I could move my rear end back further. That really makes it better, because I find when I'm riding really fast or over some trails where I bounce around, it's harder to keep my feet on the pedals, and that could be dangerous. So that's one thing I don't like. At first, let me come around this side, I thought I wouldn't like where the key is. You can see where the key's dangling right there, and that's got to be in there or it won't work. I hope you can see that. Let the camera focus. You have to turn that way. It has to face basically north and south, or it won't work. So that key's got to be in there. I didn't like that in the beginning, but now I'm starting to see that it's not a bad idea. I thought maybe they would be better off if they put it up here, but if you're stepping over all the time, you can break it off. So down there kind of, you know, it makes more sense, I guess. The other thing is, what else did I, well, oh, what I didn't like was I was going to get the basket, and they have a thing up here on the front where you can put your phone. What else did I see that I might want? But when I got online and tried to order some of that stuff, they said February before I could get it. So I went, we're going to try a different basket to put on the back, because we want to carry a few things from a different company. Other than that, I'm really enjoying it. I put, like I said, nearly 20 miles on it. I've taken it over some pretty rough areas. I weigh 250 pounds, and I've gone up some hills with it, and it doesn't take me up, just fly up the hill or anything like that, but the pedal assist really does help you make it up the mountains or the little hills. So it's pretty good. The other thing is you got to be careful. There's a lot of people out there that had better videos on this bike than I do. The gears, going up and down the gears. You can see right now I'm in 1. Maybe you can't see that, but I'm in pedal assist 1 is pretty much where I keep it. Unless I'm on a straight road and I really want to go real fast and I move it up. That engages the minute you start to pedal. So if you don't have it, I mean, if you have it out of pedal assist and you start pedaling, it's all on you. But if it's in pedal assist, you have 1 or 2, that 1 or 2 gearing or whatever will kick in and start pushing you up. So you got to be careful. Like, it doesn't take off like a motorcycle when you let off all the clutch too soon, or it'll take off out from underneath you because you give it too much fuel and you let the clutch out too fast. But as you're pedaling, you'll notice it kicks in pretty quickly. So you got to be aware of that. A bunch of other stuff I could tell you. The brakes work just fine. I enjoy them. They stop me. This throttle here works great. Gives you a little more of a boost sometimes when you're in lower gears. It doesn't give you much of a boost, I found, when you're in the higher gears, but that makes sense. And that's it. We like it so far, and as time goes on, I'll give you more updates on it. But right now, I'm pretty pleased.
Hey everybody, I really enjoy doing these storyboards, and especially this time of the year doing a Christmas vlog. But this is Thomas and Aron. They've just experienced an event, a crossover, and so does the bad guys. This is a guy going down to tell the good doctor we've had some kind of incident. He takes him back to his cubicle. Indeed they have, and that gets the bad guys all riled up. At the same time, Aron and Thomas are chasing down the limo that just crossed over the top of them where they just got their car. Pretty exciting little scene there. They get all the way to the airport, chase down the limo, and you can see the cop there in the background going, "Hey, you can't park there." And Thomas goes up to the limo because he's certain that's where his Lilly is, and it is. In fact, it is indeed Lilly, but it's not his Lilly. It's Grandma Lilly. And so he's disappointed, he's distraught, he's walking away, but hey, Lilly calls him back and says, "Hey, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Lilly, and I'll bet you your name is Thomas, and we've got a lot to talk about."